The new day, the new story, guys, and today's story is The Buyer from Cactus City. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and put your likes on. Let's begin. It's well that hay fever and colds do not obtain the healthful vicinity, vicinity of Cactus City, Texas. For the dry goods emporium of Navarre and Platte, situated there is not to be sneezed at. 20,000 people in Cactus City scatter their silver coin with liberal hands for the things that their hearts desire. The bulk of this semi-precious metal goes to Navarre and Platte. Their huge brick building covers enough ground to graze a dozen head of sheep. You can buy of them a rattlesnake skin necktie and after an automobile or an $85 latest style ladies tan coat in 20 different shades. Nawara and Platt first introduced pennies west of the Colorado River. They had been ranchmen with business heads who had who saw that the world did not necessarily have to seize seize its revolutions after grass went out. Every spring, Nawara, senior partner, 55, half Spanish, cosmopolitan, able, polished, gone had gone on to New York to buy goods. This year he shied at taking up the long trail. He was undoubtedly undoubtedly growing older, and he looked at his watch several times a day before the hour came for the siesta, for his siesta. John, he said to his junior partner, you shall go on this year to buy the goods. Platt looked tired. I'm told, he said, that New York is a plump, that town, but I will go. I can't, uh, I can take a whirl in San Antonio for a few days on my way and have some fun. 2 weeks later, a man in Texas, full dress suit, black frock coat, broad brimmed, soft white hat, and lay down collar 3 to 4 inch high, with black wrought iron necktie, entered the wholesale cloak and suit establishment of Zisbaum and Son on Lower Broadway. Old Zisbaum, Zisbaum, had the eye on of an osprey, the memory of an elephant, and a mind that unfolded from him in 3 movements like the puzzle of the carpent carpenter's rule. He rolled to the front like a brunette polar bear, bear, and shook Platt's hand. And and how is good, Mr. Navarro in Texas? He said. The trip was too long for him this year, so we welcome Mr. Platt instead. A bull's eye, said Platt, and I would give 40 acres of unirrigated, unirrigated Pecos country land to know how you did it. I knew, grinned Zizbaum, Zizbaum, just as I know that the rainfall in El Paso for the year was 28.5 inches, or an increase of 15 inches, and that therefore Navarra and Platte will buy for 15,000 stock of suits this spring instead of 10,000, as in dry as in a dry year. But that will be tomorrow. There is a first there is first a cigar in my private office that will remove from your mouth the taste of once you smuggle across the Rio Grande and like, because they are smuggled. It was late in the afternoon, and business for the day had ended. This biome felt this biome left Platt with half smoked cigar and came out of the private office to Son, who was arranging his diamond scarf 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 pin before a mirror, ready to leave. Abe, he said, you will have to take Mr. Platt around tonight and show him things. They are customers for 10 years. Mr. Navarra and I, we played chess every moment of spare time when he came. That is good, but Mr. Platt is a young man, and this is his first visit to New York. He should amuse easily. All right, said Abe, screwing the guard tightly on his pin. I'll take him on. After he's seen the flat flatteron and the head waiter at the Hotel Astor and heard the phonograph play under the old apple tree. It will be 10:30, and Mr. Texas will be ready to roll up in his blanket. I've got a supper engagement and at 11:30, but he'll be all to the Mrs. Wilson before then. The next morning at 10, Platt walked into the store ready to do business. He had a bunch of hyacinths, hyacinth, hy, hyacinths pinned on his label. Zumbium himself waited on him. Navarra and Platt were good customers and never failed to take their discount for cash. And what did you think of our little town? Asked Zizbium, with the fatuous smile of the Manhattan tea. I shouldn't care to live in it, said the Texan. Your son and I knocked around quite a little last night. You've got a good way water, but Cactus City is better lit up. We've got a few lights on Broadway, don't you think, Mr. Platt? And a good many shadows, said Platt. I think I like your horses best. I haven't seen a crowbait since I've been in town. This biome, this biome. Led him upstairs to show the samples of suits. 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 As Ask Miss Asher to come, he said to a clerk. Miss Asher came, and Platt of Navarre and Platt felt for the first time the wonderful bright light of romance and glory descend upon him. He stood still as a granite cliff above the cannon of the look of the Colorado, with his wide open eyes fixed upon her. She noticed his look and flushed a little, with the contrary to her custom. Miss Asher was the correct model of Zizbaum and Son. She was of the blondie type known as medium, and her measurements even went the requested 38, 25, 42 standard a little better. She had been at Zizbaum's 2 years and knew her business. Her eye was bright but cool, and she had she chosen to match her gaze against the optic of the basilisk of the famed basilisk, then that fabulous monster's gaze would have wavered as soft and softened first. Incidentally, she knew buyers. Incidentally, she knew buyers. Now, Mr. Platt, said this Boom, I want you to see these princess gowns in the light shades. They will be the thing in your climate. They will be the thing in your climate. The first, if you please. The first, if you please, Miss Asher. Swiftly and out of the dressing room, the prize model flew, each time wearing the new costume and looking more stunning with every change. She posed with absolute self-possession, possession before this stre- stricken bar who stood tongue-tied and motionless while Zizbaum orated oily of the styles. On the model's face was her feigned, impersonal professional smile that seemed to cover something like weariness or contempt. Weariness, contempt. When the display was over, when the display was over, Platt seemed to hesitate. This Bayum was a little anxious, thinking that his customer might be inclined to try elsewhere. But Platt was only looking over his mind the best building sites in Cactus City, trying to select one on which to build a house for his wife to be, who was just then in the dressing room taking off an evening gown of lavender and tulle. Alright, guys, that's it for today. The first part is over, and see you tomorrow on the second part. Thank you. Bye.